So that was the All-Star weekend Saturday night, and it was ugly. Let's start with the dunk contest, which is the title of this video. It was one of the worst dunk contests I've ever seen.
Was that a D Brown? He tried to do the D Brown. Tribute to D Brown. And then you saw him pump up the shoes. Yeah, pumped them up. Oh, the crowd didn't like that. They didn't.
And I mean, it's been getting worse progressively since 2016, which, funny enough, is the first dunk contest I watched live. And this one was just a hilarious bunch, man. It had some of the worst dunks you can see, especially by Jaylen Brown, who somehow still made it to the final round because of, I don't know, man. He probably paid off the refs, and I don't know, man. Dominique Wilkins is always hating on the Hawks broadcast, and then you have him giving good grades to Jaylen Brown for basic ass dunks, relatively to this year, right? For in-game dunks, essentially, not dunk contest dunks. And it really feels like everyone is saying it. We don't need the dunk contest anymore, man. I mean, there were some really cool dunks, right? Mike McClung jumping over Shaq. He had that one behind his head over a guy where he essentially pushed it midair, grabbed it twice, essentially, right? So those are some really cool ideas, cool dunks, but at the end of the day, it's just all been seen, and it's, not as entertaining because there are also not the biggest stars, I would say, and it just doesn't feel right anymore. It just feels like it's been done and dusted, and I'm not sure that is saving of the dunk contest, because at the end of the day, there is just nothing new to be added, man. And I don't know, maybe somebody will surprise us, but at the, if it's the one thing they do, it should be that the dunk contest is going first or second, not last, because the 3-point contest certainly should be for last, because it's the most fun competition out there. It's always entertaining, it's always competitive, right? When you have these guys shooting at it, and it's usually one of the best shooters, right? Of course, Steph and Clay weren't there today in the actual 3-point contest, but you had Dame Lillard, you had Trae Young, you had Tyrese Halliburton, Karl Anthony Towns. You have all of these stars out there just trying their best to win it, right? And Dame won his second one, so I wonder if he'll go for the three-peat. He talked about it, so he might. Should be a fun one, and it's of course in the Bay, San Francisco, so it could be Dame Lillard versus Stephen Clay for the three-peat, which will be awesome, and that should be the final prize of the night, right? Not the dunk contest, unless you get LeBron to do it. I don't know, but would LeBron actually have anything to offer in the dunk contest at 40 years old? Maybe. He's a freak, so maybe. And at the end of the day, there's not much else to say about the dunk contest, other than that it's just outdated at this point, and Jaylen Brown should be fucking ashamed of himself, dog. Like, he brought out Kai Cenat, who I have not much experience with because I just don't follow much of content creation anymore, especially streamers, because I've just grown past it, right? I've had that time in my life where I used to watch a lot of it. Now I just don't. Like, bro is like 5'6". I don't know, man. Bro is small as hell, and he put him in the fucking chair. And the funniest clip of the night, I already started the video with it, right? Like, the Jason Tatum, brother, what a pass that was, and it was just hilarious. Still image, hilarious video, and that's why they probably gave him, a good grade for the dunk, right? Because, well, Jason Tatum can pass. Nah, he can, but he's the worst passer on the Celtics, so I guess there's that. Yeah, and Jaylen Brown's dunks were just unimaginative, man, and like tributes, right? And tributes can be cool, but if you do 3 dunks of your 4 as tributes, even though for Terrence Clark, I'm pretty sure it's Terrence Clark. Hopefully, Terrence Clark? Yeah, it's Terrence Clark. That's awesome, right? That's not really a tribute, but it's awesome. That's beautiful. That's what Jaylen Brown usually is, and you love it. That was awesome. Don't get me wrong. But the Dominique Wilkins dunk where they literally didn't even show it on camera, dog. Like, what the hell was that, man? TNT had an embarrassing night, and it was an interesting Saturday night of All Star. The skills challenge also seems stupid, man. Maybe do some horse or pig. The one-on-one competition that was brought up by Jalen Williams would be awesome, but that's the thing, right? Would the stars do it, actually? I don't know, man. Would you want to see your, would they want those highlights of being embarrassed in one-on-one competition? Quote unquote embarrassed. I don't think it's embarrassing, but they might. Right? That's the issue. Steph doing the Sabrina challenge. That's the guy, right? He doesn't care if he loses to Sabrina, even though he knows all of those trolls and Twitter people and people that, think their things about women's basketball and stuff would make so much fun of him instead of celebrating how good it is for the WNBA and how awesome that is, right? And it was still awesome, even though Steph won. Sabrina was better than all the men other than Steph, and he's just the goat of it, right? And she was special, and it's great for the WNBA. But then you have literally the commentator Kenny Smith, talking about she should have shot from the women's line. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, dog. Sometimes you just don't need to say anything. And yeah, it was an embarrassing night for Kenny Smith. So that is that. Never really liked him, but that's just my bias. I respect him, of course. You can respect everyone, even those people you hate or dislike. And it was the best event of the night, right? Steph and Sabrina were out there for 15 minutes with the preparation and stuff. And essentially, was the best 15 minutes of the night. And then the dunk contest was such a bummer letdown. So there's that. I wonder what they can do to spice it up otherwise. Big horse competition instead of a skills challenge could be nice, but I don't know. Like, the players also didn't take it seriously. Like Anthony Edwards out there shooting with his left hand, dog. Wemby was disgusted with that. Scotty Barnes out there being just, I don't know what the hell. I called him a future MVP, and yeah, I don't know. And what else is there to say? At least there wasn't no Karl Malone and John Stockton, I guess. That is always a bright side to everything. And we'll see how the All-Star game goes. I do enjoy them because I take them for what they are. But we'll see what the All-Star game will look like at the end of the day. And I'll be here with some Warriors grades probably. Maybe All-Star break rankings of players or something like that. Something I want to do, but I will see how much I time because I'm writing my thesis. I don't know how it's called in English, but essentially to finish my college. It's high school in us, but I'm pretty sure high school in America or in other countries means the lower tier. I don't know. I'm just finishing my school, right? And I need to write a huge paper. So we'll see what I do, what I don't do. Anyway, as always, thank you for your time. Be kind to yourself and to others. Let me know, do you think the dunk contest is needed at the All-Star break? What should they do to replace it? And yeah, all love, as always.